Goran here today, especially excited to share this new addition to my collection. This is Manuel Velazquez from 1988. Velazquez, of course, very well known American luthier who's been building beautiful guitars for more than a half century, starting in his native Puerto Rico and eventually moving to New York, establishing himself as one of the greatest American luthiers of all times. Players like Elliott Fisk, Paul Simon, and many, many more have recorded and played his guitar in concert. This is a rare cedar top guitar for him. He was well known for sticking with spruce, and so anytime you see a cedar one, this is an exception. It was probably a special order from a customer. I was really, really lucky to get one from a son-in-law of the collector who was collecting some of his guitars. There is an interesting story about that I will tell in a second, but for now, yeah, just a gorgeous, gorgeous guitar from 1988 in pretty much a mint condition. Cedar top, Indian rosewood sides and back, mahogany, neck, ebony for the fingerboard. When I first got the guitar, I just looked at it and I thought to myself, this just looks like the most amazing selection of the woods that I've ever seen. There is something about it that feels very serious and very, commitment to the highest possible quality of the woods that you can find. It also reflects in the sound. I think as soon as I picked up the guitar, I knew that something really, really special is going on. In the past, I've had a chance to play a couple of his spruce guitars, and I thought they were excellent. When I saw this cedar, I was like, I think I have to have it. Let's check out some details. Look at this headstock and the beautiful tuning pegs. Of course, the guitar is modeled after Hauser. Hauser was his inspiration. In some of the articles I read that he had visited Hauser sometime in the last century, and they were looking through the woods they're going to be using for the next guitars. So Manuel Velazquez was heavily influenced by Hauser, and I think they had some sort of a friendship that lasted for quite some time. This is a 650 scale. From what I've read, he was committed to make guitars in 650. On occasion, he would make 660, 640, but 650 was his preferred scale. It's 52 at the nut, and this neck just feels like a very comfortable modern guitar neck that just feels really, really easy for the left hand. The first thing that really came to my mind is how clear the sound is. There is nothing that's added to this sound for reasons of volume or anything else. It's just clear, and usually people speak of vintage guitars as being only sweet, lyrical, but maybe there is some volume missing. In this case, I was thinking, wow, this guitar is really loud, but at the same time I'm getting this lyrical, sweet trebles that sustain forever, and I was just quite frankly surprised that this is the case. Loud, but sweet and lyrical at the same time. Also the voices, the isolation of the trebles versus basses. Perfectly balanced. Beautiful colors. Now a little bit the backstory of how I got this guitar. Well, basically, the owner, who was a collector, passed away recently, and the guitar went on some kind of auction, and there were a few of these, some other instruments, but nevertheless I bid on the guitar, and I got it. So once I received the guitar, I went back and called the son-in-law of the owner, and I was like, is there a story to this? Was he a collector? You know, anything that could be a little bit more fun to tell the audience. You know, if you have any kind of story, would you mind sharing? So son-in-law shared the story that the owner was a collector from Brazil who moved to the United States sometimes in the 60s, and he had moved to Washington, D.C., where he established a security company, security driving company for people at the White House. The story is that he was a driver for Carter administration, and he became friendly with President Carter, who was also an aficionado guitar player. I believe he played mostly steel string guitar, but whenever they were in the car sharing stories, things would always come up about you know, love for the classical guitar, and they exchanged quite a nice friendly relationship for many years, as well as when Segovia was invited to the White House, I believe in 1970. Carter was the president back then, and the owner of this guitar was invited as a guest to attend the concert by Segovia. So just kind of a sweet, wonderful story how things happened, you know, for the owner of this previous guitar. As well, the son-in-law told me that he was friendly with Paco de Lucia, and there were parties at his home where Paco attended, and there was a lot of guitar. I believe he had a few flamenco guitars by Velazquez as well, and I find these stories just wonderful. This guitar could have ended in somebody else's hands, but here it is with me, and for now I'm not selling it. I just want to enjoy it, and that's why I'm making this video. Of course, Velazquez, excuse me, such a legendary status for American luthiery. There were many people that considered him a maestro and have learned so much from him. According to some articles, Robert Desmond was also very well-known luthier who was very attached to Manuel Velazquez and had learned a lot. David Schramm. There is also forget couple of other names, but back in the, I want to say back from 70s to the rest of his life, he was considered the most important American luthier so far. So I'm just over the moon to have this guitar, and I'm gonna cherish it and hopefully record some more sounds on it. But yeah, just beautiful instrument by one of the most celebrated guitar makers of our generation. Also, from just digging around, I have found out that his son Alfredo is building guitars in a similar style, and I have not had a chance to play his instruments, but now that I've caught this bug, I wanna go ahead and at least see what's out there, and hopefully meet him and see how his guitars are sounding. But for now, yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy this, and hopefully record a couple tunes for you in the next couple weeks. This is a Manuel Velazquez Cedar Top from 1988. Just a gorgeous guitar. Cheers.